Jim Hubach here for Illini R&R, Rants and Raves. Well, in a week when all the attention was on Illini football and the hiring of new football coach, head coach Lovie Smith for the Fighting Illini, some of the fans might have thought that there was a basketball game to be played, but Illinois had their first Big Ten tournament game against Minnesota in Indianapolis this afternoon, and they absolutely destroyed the Gophers by a score of 85-52, a 33-point victory. New AD Josh Whitman was on hand to experience this, and I'm sure he liked what he saw. Illinois got off with a pretty good start in the beginning of the game, and they started draining threes right away. One thing that was nice was Michael Finke hit some threes, got his confidence back, and came out of his slump. That was great to see. Malcolm Hill had a good first half with 10 points. And also JCL hit some threes to get them going. So when the Illini are hitting threes, they obviously can score quickly and build some pretty good leads. So Illinois had the halftime lead, and that score was 38-22, up by 16. That was good to see. And one thing that really stood out was the balance for Illinois. When Illinois has some balanced scoring from more players than just Kendrick Nunn and Malcolm Hill, it really makes a difference, and they play a lot better. So some unselfish play, a lot of good balance in that first half. Then in the second half, Illinois came out just a little bit slow, a little bit tentative maybe at times. John Gross saw that and was mad, called some timeouts and got them going again, but they maintained somewhere between a 10 and 20-point lead pretty much all of the second half. And then with somewhere around the 10-minute mark to go, Illinois really took off and dominated Minnesota, built up a 30-point lead, and that was all she wrote. The Gophers were really struggling to keep up, and they just were really hurt, decimated by all their suspensions and injuries that they've had. Probably the only team that's had more of that than the Fighting Illini to contend with, and that has really hurt their team. So Illinois just dominated, and they ended up winning that game, going away 33 points, 85-52. Even Cameron Liss, the walk-on, got in there at the end and got 3 points. Aaron Jordan had a monster slam towards the end of the game, which was pretty impressive. Scoring-wise, Illinois' field goal percentage was impressive, 55%, and shot 53% from the three-point line, making 14 three-point shots for the whole game. So very impressive. Scoring-wise, the leading scorer, Michael Finke. Wow, what can you say? He came out of his slump big time. It was great to see him lead the way. And then as far as the rest of the scoring, next in line was Nunn with 15 points. Malcolm Hill had 14. Jalen Coleman-Lands 13, and Maverick Morgan with 9 points. So as you can see, some really good balanced scoring, and it paid off for the Illini. Now they'll go to play the Iowa Hawkeyes tomorrow afternoon. I believe it's 1:30 in Indianapolis for round 2. So we'll see what they can do against the Hawkeyes tomorrow. Enjoy the victory for now. Have an orange and blue evening. Talk to you later.